Hello, all you beautiful souls out there. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this reading is going to be a twin flame reading. I was noticing, now I don't remember off the top of my head, one of my subscribers, who it was, that asked me to do their current feelings twice a week. And I've been doing those on Tuesdays and Fridays, but I think I'm going to change it to Tuesdays and Saturday nights, maybe. And then I may seeing how this twin flame reading, to do this on Friday nights. So we'll see how it plays out with the algorithm and stuff. So let's dive in here and see what we have, what might be the energy if you're in a twin flame or deep soulmate connection. Let's see what's coming out here. We have 31 dry desert as our overall energy here. I'm just going to take the one card for that, and then we'll get some other cards here from the Heart's Hidden Secret. So right off the bat, this is somebody who's searching, that's seeking and searching, but having a hard time finding what it is that they're looking for. This is somebody, they're looking out in the horizon, but they're having a hard time finding their destination, to figure out where they need to go. This is someone that is a little bit lost and is dry of inspiration, of ideas, is what I'm picking up on from that card. Oh my gosh, the deck just went crazy on me. I don't know if you heard that, but like the entire deck just went flying. Like totally flying. So this will be interesting because this happened. It looks like we're going to have there's going to be some random reversals in the deck now. So I guess that was meant to be, to see if some of these reversals come out. So let's get some of these cards and see what we have here. We have new beginnings. And that doesn't surprise me, because I feel like your person is wanting a new beginning, but they don't look new direction. They're trying to find the direction. They're trying to get direction. They're trying to get inspiration, because they don't know which way to go, how to have this new beginning. I think that there's been enough that's transpired in this connection that's making this, like, especially if you're in a period of separation right now, because twin flames always go through periods of separation, as as one person elevates and the other one's trying to catch up, until you guys can find that balance. You're going to keep going in and out of separation. So it depending on what happened, this is just telling me this person, your person is having, your twin flame, deep soulmate, whoever this is having a very hard time trying to figure out how to have a new beginning. They know they desire it. They're seeking it. They're seeking it out, but they're like, they don't have the inspiration, the idea, the strategy to know how to make this new beginning happen, is what's coming through here. I feel like there's part of them that is considering maybe just bluffing their way through this, just hoping for the best, and maybe coming in with no plan at all. That's what I'm getting from this card. I feel like this is you, and that's why they're like not sure. They're not sure where you stand and what boundaries you're going to have in place when it comes to them. And that's part of the reason they're struggling to understand how to have this new beginning. Because especially if you're somebody who, like completely cut them off, like, defriended them, blocked them, whatever you may have done. If that's the case, they don't know how to get past that. They're like, what do I do? I want to have this new beginning, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm just going to have to come in and hope for the best. I'm going to have to just make do and, hope that whatever I do, whatever I say is going to be enough, that it's going to, because I don't know what I'm facing, what boundaries are going to be in place. So I'm just going to have to bluff my way through it and hope for the best. Time waiting. So this is just telling me there's been some times that has passed here, which is probably another reason there is some difficulty as far as getting, getting started, look, this person's lost in the desert, yeah, it's taking them time to find their way through the desert, to find their way out, to find their way, find their way out of the desert, to come in and, give something to you or to have this new beginning. They've been doing some searching. So distance, separation, there's the separation. So time and distance, time and distance. For some of you, of course, there's going to be physical distance, of course, but this also can be emotional distance. There could be a lot of different things here. So I'll move these over slightly because I think get those all in the window there, and then we'll go ahead and start getting into tarot and see what else. My camera is extra wobbly today, apparently. It's been wobbly since I've been on this makeshift little setup I have here. It's pretty rough. It's pretty ragged. Okay, what else do we have here? What else do you want to tell us about this connection, this twin flame connection at this time? So Page of Pentacles. This is them trying to seek answers. They're trying to get inspiration. That came through already to work on They don't know how to work on this. Like I said, they really are trying to get inspiration on how to work on this, how to come in, how to figure out how to come in. That's coming through really strongly is where they're at right now. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior. This is somebody who's been that's parched out in the desert, lost in the desert, been out there for a long time. For in some cases, for some of you, it probably has been quite a long time. But one thing I do like about this is this is 31, which you add those up, 3 and 1, that's 4. 4 is a number of security, stability. This is somebody who is searching for a way to come in and provide you with some kind of security or some stability, or add more stability to the relationship and some dynamic. So that's what this person is on, that's what they're searching for. They're searching for, what's the answer? What can I do to come in and give my person more security in this relationship than I have in the past? Now, does that mean it's going to be the security that you're looking for in the relationship? Possibly not. Okay. Yeah. I mean, a good example of this is I had a situation where it can be something like, you're hoping to go to the next step, but that person isn't maybe quite ready for that yet. So they're trying to compromise and hoping you're going to compromise with them. And that's why the boundaries is here, because they're like, they don't know if the proposition that they give you is going to be enough. Is it going to be enough, or is to get over your boundaries, or not? Or are you going to shut them down because the offer they gave you is not what you're looking for? They don't know. And that's why they're like, okay, what can I give? What can I give my person? What can I give my twin flame? What can I offer them that is going to satisfy them, but still get, they're trying to find a compromise. That's what they're searching for. But they're trying to figure it out, but I think that this is really taking a lot out of them. I think this is something that's been really plaguing this person's mind while you guys have been apart this time, give or take. I mean, I think a lot of the time they have been when their mind is free, if they're not distracted by other things going on in their life, this problem is on their mind, trying to figure out, what am I going to do? I got to do something here. What am I going to do? The Hermit. Yeah. So that doesn't surprise me. This person has been lost in the desert. This person's been lost in the desert. That's why they've been soul searching. They've been looking inside, that's the Hermit card. So, I mean, the only difference, this person's holding out that lantern. This person's just looking toward looking out toward the sun, where the sun is, still looking toward the light, trying to get inspiration. And it's maybe taken a long time with the Time card coming out there. I also get the Time can be judgment. He's looking at his watch there. So it could be that they're feeling like they've been in this hermit too long. They've been lost in the desert too long. Is their time running out? They might be starting to go, oh my gosh, is my time running out? Am I too late? And they might be feeling the pressure of the time, like thinking they need to do something. They need to come in. They need to take this action. The King of Wands is a very strong card of action. And they're realizing with this distance, they're feeling here, the King of Wands, they're like, okay, I got to do something. I've got, like, this is really the King of Wands is the most action oriented king, but also look at, like me. I mean, look at this guy's face. I think this is supposed to be Lestat. This is like a vampire deck. It's the Tarot de la New, and so it's like, is that something of the night? It's Tarot of the Night, something like, I think that's what it is, Tarot of the Night. Um, Translated, I think you can correct me if I'm wrong. So this is this this guy looks like serious, like he's so stoic and like so serious, like, but he's also like looking a little bit frustrated, like a little bit mad. But I think it's more bad at himself. Now, not, I'm just saying him because it's a him on the card. Don't, it's not just gender specific. But I think that your person is like a little bit frustrated at themselves because they haven't come up with an answer to take action yet. So they want to take action because this is a King of Wands. The King of Wands is action oriented card, but this guy looks like he's frustrated with himself. Like he's mad at the situation, he's frustrated with himself. So like he's not taking action right now, basically, is what is coming through. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to pull one card. I'm going to pull a card from, like, one from the Hidden Secrets, and then a tarot to go with it, like kind of pair them together. So second chances, I'm going to do two. Yeah, let's do two. So second chances and fantasy. And so before I say anything, I want to get tarot to go with it, and then we'll see how these pair up. I don't know why it's telling me to do it this way, but I'm just listening to what came through. So we have second chance and temperance. So this is almost like a next actions. And okay, so this is almost like, it's backwards, but I'm getting almost like intentions next act, sort of. This is definitely next actions. Okay. So with second chance and temperance coming through here, what's coming through to me on these cards is this is someone who, the second chance is going to come when this person finds more balance and stability, okay, within themselves, okay, within themselves. Going back to the 3-1-4, it's a 4. A 4 is stability. And this person is off balance. Why is he off balance? For what I said over here with the King of Wands. He's frustrated with himself. He's also 9 of Wands. This person is, regardless of gender, they have been going round and round. They're almost at a 10 of Wands. This is almost a burden to them. They're frustrated. They're a wounded warrior. They're still not willing to give up. They're still searching. They're still looking, but they're very tired. Okay, they're tired of searching. So they're a little bit out of balance right now. They need to, because this has been plaguing their mind, okay? And because it's been plaguing their mind, they haven't had a break to like recover and rest, and like, because this is unresolved. So it's kind of plaguing them. And because it's unresolved and it's plaguing them, this person is a little bit out of balance. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is saying, like, when this person kind of gets back into balance, then there's going to be the opportunity to reconcile. There's going to be an opportunity where this person will finally be ready to come in when they find more balance. They're still struggling with that a little bit because they're still in this energy of seeking and searching for an answer, a solution, something, like they don't know how to come in. And until they they get in balance and they have a solution to come in, they may not come in until then, is what this is telling me. Now, I'm not sure what these cards represent, because we have the fantasy card and we have the angel de la nu, which the angel de la nu is angel of the night, but it's kind of a positive card in this deck. It interesting enough, I mean, it's kind of like a plus, so it's almost like maybe you and this person can connect. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So it's telling me that you and this person are probably connecting a lot on the 5D in like dreams or thought, like you guys are feeling each other, sensing each other. You're probably getting a lot of signs and synchronicities. Maybe songs are coming on and it reminds you of your person. Those kinds of things where you're feeling connected. You're feeling their energy and they're feeling your energy, okay, is what it's saying. And that is actually fueling the fact that with the time card here, it's fueling it's fueling that need to do something. Like it's actually ramping and pushing up the frustration and the need for this person to resolve the situation, okay? And you're probably feeling that too. There's probably, I mean, usually with twin flame connection, there's always mirroring that takes place. So if you know where you're at, they're probably mirroring it in some way, so that's how you can kind of have some kind of peace of mind to know, like, if this is like, if you're starting to have like certain thoughts that keep popping up into your mind, like certain emotions or thoughts, you're probably picking up on your person. Like if you're going about your day and everything, la 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 da 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 da, going about your day and everything is fine, and then all of a sudden you start feeling a certain way, or you start, like, they pop into your mind, or you start feeling like oh, I don't want them to come in, you start thinking negatively, or you start thinking, no, I'm not, like they pop in your mind and you're like, no, I don't want to think about this. It's them reaching out to you and you refusing them. And so they pick up on that, and then they know that, oh, that's a boundary. They pick up on that, and it kind of pushes them back. So they're going to wait until a time when like when that energetic connection feels like there's positivity between it, not negativity. Because I know personally in my journey, I've had those moments because I'm deeply empathetic, and I do pick up, I do have a strong connection with my twin flame. I do pick up on a lot of his stuff. Like I can tell when he's thinking about maybe reaching out, like he might be typing text but not actually sending them. I can pick up on that because I can feel like if I'm not ready, I can feel the anxiety in my body that he is like close to reaching out. So you might have experienced something like that too with your twin flame, and where you sense that they're coming, and you might, if you're not ready, you might clam up and you might throw up a boundary, or you might be receptive, and you might be in a really positive energy about the connection, and they pick that up, and that could scare them as well, because if they're not ready, it's interesting how it works. So, but it does help, like, if you can do it, to send your twin, loving, healing thoughts, positive thoughts that, if that's something you want, if that's something, if you're ready, if you're in a good place, if you've awakened and you've evolved and grown, and you're in your full Empress energy or divine masculine energy, and you're waiting on your twin to catch up, you're in a good place, just send them love, and wish them the best. I mean, this journey, the twin flame journey, is all about learning unconditional love. It's learning how to love someone that you're so different from, and to learn to love yourself in that walk, because they trigger everything in you to help you heal so that you can love not only yourself more unconditionally, but those around you more unconditionally. And that's why these soulmate journeys, these twin flame journeys are so difficult, because you are meant to be very different people, because they're essentially the other half of you, like the opposite, in some ways, a lot of cases, the opposite of you. So keep that in mind, that it's all about the growth. That's what you're here for. That's what the twin flame journey is for. It's to help you grow and love yourself more, in some way, that has been lacking. If you didn't feel like you were good enough, if you didn't have enough, if you were insecure, if whatever those feelings were that were triggered in this, whether you had a rejection, um, um, trauma, or abandonment wounds, or whatever it may be, it's all different for different people. But it really is, it's a very, very unique, wonderful experience. If you are in this journey, appreciate it for what it is. Um, Appreciate your twin for the growth that they're implementing in your life. There's nobody on this planet that could help you grow the leaps and bounds and to the places you are growing because of this person. So keep that in mind. Be grateful for the journey that you're on, with this person, even though it's difficult at times, even though it's trying, it really is about your growth, about growth. So, I've harped on that enough. Let's go ahead and get a few hidden truth oracle channeled messages to wrap this up. I think this was a really good reading. I'm glad I did it. And let me know if you like this, if you like it on Fridays, because that's really the best time, because I've kind of been getting a rhythm down where, like I said, I was doing Tuesday and Fridays for their current feelings, the collective reading, their current feelings, but Friday nights wasn't doing well on the collective reading, so I thought I would put this in its place. And Thursday nights I've been doing you versus them readings. And then of course Monday, Wednesday, Friday I do the next 72 hours. And then I've been doing no contact readings on Sundays. So it's kind of full. It's kind of a full week anymore, especially since I have a full-time job that I do this around as well. And I'm in the middle of writing a book, and I'm trying to plan everything for my trip to Europe. So I've got a lot going on, a lot going on in my life. I hide behind material things. That may be true for your person. You'll take that as it resonates. I will wait for, we kind of talked about that. We talked about I'll wait in the signs and synchronicities, and that energetic pull, that they can sense, you both can sense sometimes when the other person is about ready to come in. And whether, depending on the energy you're in, you may scare this person, you may scare them off, or they may scare you off. It just depends on where you both are at that moment, when one or the other one is ready to approach. You kind of, if you're not ready, because it's an intuitive knowing, like your body knows, like your soul knows if you're ready for that reconnection or not. So, be patient, be loving and patient and compassionate with yourself and with your twin, because your souls, both of your souls, you won't come together until both of your souls are ready for that. Like that the energy is right for it to happen between the both of you. So please, don't be hard. This person's trying to find their way. It's just taking some time, and it does. Growth takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So be compassionate, be kind, even if they, I know it's hard sometimes when we've been hurt, and when somebody has done something that's been, that's very painful. And I'm not saying if this person is a abusive person, I'm not saying you need to take back an abusive person, or you need to be kind or nice to them. No, I'm saying if this is somebody that has really, like you do get along with, and that you do have feelings and love for, the genuine love for this person, and they have really transformed your life, just, be kind and patient while they go through their process. You had to have time to go through your process. I know when I went through the initial, the initial stuff, like to get where I am now, it was like almost a 3-year journey, and off and ons with my twin flame, and but I'm in a good place now. But he's lagging behind, like lagging behind as far as like it. I don't know if he's doing the work. I'm trusting that he's doing the work on his side, but he resisted it for a very long time. So maybe your person has resisted the growth or doing the growth. Um, and that happens. So, so I know, at least from my point of view, I know, it took me 3 years. So it may take my person, it may take him 3 or 5 or however many years, to grow, to get to that point. And I just have to trust that, hey, if we're meant to come back together, we'll come back together. And I've learned, I'm not sitting around waiting for him. I love, if he comes back in, I'll be excited and happy, and everything. And I wish him lots of, wish him really good and, well and everything, and hope that his life is doing well and that he's happy and all that stuff. But I'm also not putting my life on hold either. And that's the thing. We don't need to put our lives on hold. We shouldn't be putting our lives on hold for anyone, If they're not ready, they're not ready. And it may take time. So you don't want to be sitting twiddling your thumbs, worrying and plaguing your mind, and not accomplishing anything in your life while this person is on a soul searching mission. I bury myself in work to forget you. I feel that that's true. It does require some distractions when we go through these things, because because there is a lot of emotions and feelings and stuff that come up. Sometimes it is hard to look at our stuff, and we tend to be sometimes in denial, or if we're stubborn, or we're prideful, or there's so many different reasons. Or just to avoid the pain, if it's been a hard breakup, to work, it takes some time to get through those emotions. I feel you leaving me behind. That goes back to that guy looking at his watch. He's looking at his watch, and he's worried that he's running out of time. And I feel like that came through in the message, that this person feels like, they feel that you've maybe evolved past them, or that you no longer want them in your life, that you've moved on, you've leveled up without them, and maybe you're too far ahead of them. And that's part of the challenge here of the new beginning, is like I said, they don't know if they can get past your boundaries. They don't know if they can come in correctly. They're worried that what they have to offer you may not be enough. We talked about that at the very beginning, and that's what this I feel you leaving behind, it goes back to that. I really like that that's how this ended the reading, because it ties right back around to the beginning of the reading, of what I said, of this person really feeling like they may not have enough to offer, because you've leveled up, you've grown, and they sense that, and they know that. And it makes this person, it's making them very nervous, and insecure in themselves. Your brain, it not purposefully, but the situation is causing them some insecurities. Even if this person is normally a confident person, it's causing insecurities in them right now, because they don't know how to resolve the issue. And that can always be frustrating. So we go back to, I said, this guy's frustrated at himself, and I think this person is a little bit, they're dealing with a little bit of that. So that's where I'm going to leave this reading. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you got something out of this. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, always feel free to hit that like button, share any comments. I try my best. I try to at least, let people know that I've read their comments. If I may not always reply, I try to reply on most of them. But if I feel like there's really not much to add or say to reply, I definitely will hit the like button and the heart thing next to each comment to let you guys know that I have looked at them and I have read them all, because I try to do that as quickly as I can do it given my crazy schedule. So that's where I'm going to leave this reading. So thank you again. I wish you very best much harmony and gratitude to you all, my lovely friends.